For generations, stories circulated, grand cities, once centers of power and culture, now buried beneath layers of time. These were not mere fictions but echoes of historical truth, prompting centuries of speculation. Early accounts, often anecdotal, painted vivid pictures of forgotten metropolises awaiting rediscovery. From remote jungles to shifting deserts, the quest to locate these sites has driven explorers and scholars alike, fueled by a blend of scientific curiosity and romantic idealism. But what does it truly take to unearth a civilization, and what verifiable impact have these findings had on our understanding of history? In 1911, American explorer Hiram Bingham III brought Machu Picchu to global attention, presenting it as the lost city of the Incas. However, attributing its discovery solely to Bingham is a historical simplification. Local Quechua farmers were already aware of and using the site for generations, as documented by Peruvian historian Luis E. Valcárcel in 1934. Bingham's discovery was primarily its introduction to the Western academic world, initiating extensive archaeological study. The site, constructed around 1450 CE, served as a royal estate or sacred religious site before its abandonment a century later, likely due to the Spanish conquest. The rate of major lost city discoveries has fluctuated dramatically over the past 2 centuries. Data from archaeological records indicates a surge in recorded finds from the late 19th century into the early 20th, coinciding with heightened colonial exploration and improved mapping technologies. The latter half of the 20th century saw a shift towards more systematic, scientific excavation rather than initial discovery. While prominent sites may be fewer, the detailed understanding of existing ones has deepened. Today, advanced remote sensing technologies promise to accelerate the identification of previously undetectable sites, particularly in dense, unexplored regions. The breathtaking city of Petra, carved into sandstone cliffs, was known to locals for centuries before Swiss explorer Johann Ludwig Burckhardt documented it for the Western world in 1812. Disguised as an Arab scholar, Burckhardt followed local traditions to gain access, describing it as a most striking spectacle. Established by the Nabateans as early as the 4th century BCE, Petra thrived as a major trade hub, strategically positioned along incense routes. Its rediscovery highlighted the sophistication of ancient desert civilizations, prompting extensive archaeological work by teams from Brown University and the American Center of Oriental Research, revealing advanced water systems and monumental architecture. The challenges in unearthing lost cities vary significantly based on their environment. Terrestrial sites like Troy, buried under layers of subsequent settlements, require methodical stratigraphic excavation, often contending with modern infrastructure. For example, archaeologists digging at Troy have identified at least 9 distinct cities built atop one another. Submerged cities, such as Helike in Greece, lost to an earthquake and tsunami in 373 BCE, present unique hurdles. Marine archaeology demands specialized equipment, substantial funding, and expertise in underwater preservation, often facing limited visibility and extreme pressure. The trade-off involves accessibility versus unparalleled preservation of organic materials. The city of Troy, famed in Homer's Iliad, was considered mythical for millennia until Heinrich Schliemann began excavations in the 1870s. Schliemann's enthusiastic, though often destructive, methods brought the site at Hazarlik, Turkey, to prominence. While he famously claimed to have found Priam's treasure, modern archaeology has largely discredited his specific attributions due to poor documentation and a disregard for stratigraphy. Subsequent, more rigorous excavations by Wilhelm Dorpfeld and later the University of Cincinnati, however, largely confirmed Hazarlik as the site of ancient Troy, identifying multiple layers consistent with the city's destruction and rebuilding over millennia, validating a historical basis for the epic. The allure of lost cities continues to captivate. Modern archaeology, leveraging satellite imagery, LiDAR, and ground-penetrating radar, is redefining what's possible. For instance, recent LiDAR surveys in the Amazon have revealed extensive pre-Columbian urban networks, challenging previous assumptions about the region's population density. Dr. Sarah Parkak, a pioneer in space archaeology, posits that there are literally millions of archaeological sites out there yet to be discovered. These technological advances are not only accelerating the pace of discovery but also enabling non-invasive identification, allowing for more strategic and less destructive excavation. The next wave of lost city findings may come from the skies. The rediscovery of lost cities carries profound implications, offering unparalleled insights into human history, societal structures, and technological prowess. For example, the advanced hydraulics of Petra or the sophisticated urban planning of Machu Picchu force a re-evaluation of ancient capabilities. However, discovery also brings challenges, including the imperative of preservation against tourism, climate change, and illicit trafficking. Organizations like UNESCO work to protect these sites, recognizing their universal value. The ongoing work extends beyond mere unearthing to careful conservation and ethical stewardship, ensuring these found treasures continue to educate and inspire future generations.